One more look at area using the moving and additivity principles. This time we're talking about area of trapezoids. This one is a little more complicated. You may remember that trapezoids have two parallel bases, parallel sides, and then the other sides are not parallel. So what we can do here is we're going to use the moving and additivity principle to divide our trapezoid into two triangles like this, where this point is a bisector of the one side. So that means that this distance and this distance, so let me color code them. The orange distance and the green distance are the same length. And that's important because what we're going to do is move this whole triangle over here so that this orange side matches up with the green side, and we're going to have one giant triangle. So basically what our formula is going to be is the base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times height. I have to put them in parentheses, times height. Okay, so it's going to be similar to our triangle, except now instead of just one base, we have two bases. Let me show you again on GeoGebra. I think it makes more sense to see this one in live action. So here we have our first base, then our side that's going to be cut in half, our second base, and then our other side. We're going to drop a height. Remember, it's got to be perpendicular to one of the bases. And we're going to split off this triangle and flip it over, and look, it's one giant triangle with two bases. That's our base 1 plus our base 2 times height times 1/2, because we've got a giant triangle. All right, so let me go back to my original drawing and just remind you again that we're talking about this base at the top. I know it's hard to say base at the top. You think of base being at the bottom, but we have one base and two bases, and they are the sides that are parallel to each other. And then between those bases, we're going to have a line that is perpendicular to one of the bases, and line is going to be the height. And so we have base 1 plus base 2, that's going to be the tricky part, plus base 2. We're going to add those together, times height, and then divide the whole thing by 2. And that's going to be our formula for the area of a trapezoid.